Hey, it's Mark with Association Reserves. Today I'm going to show you how to use your UPlanIt software to make updates to your plan and request a revision and help you get familiar with the software. So first thing we want to do when you open your portal is that you should navigate to the UPlanIt tab, and then you'll come to the Components tab. This is where most of your revision is going to be done. You can see that our chapters are highlighted in blue, and then you've got your component numbers, funding recommendations, component name, measurements, useful life, remaining useful life, and your average current cost. We also have a place you can put your notes, and you have the ability to edit and manage your component list. Okay, first I want to talk about how to add a component. Up here next to the chapter title is an option to add a component, so I'll click that, and that'll get me a new row. So let's say our inspection missed something like, let's say it's a septic tank. Maybe your inspector just walked right over it during the inspection, and now we need to add it. So that's something we might eventually have to replace, right? For quantity, let's say you just have the one tank. And you may not know how long a septic tank is supposed to last or how much it's going to cost to replace. That's fine. No one really expects you to be an expert here. However, the software doesn't allow you to just leave this section blank. So a little workaround you can try is maybe a number that is obviously wrong. I call it nining out the dates. And you can leave the costs blank, so the way that is fine. Once you come to the notes, I want you to input whatever you need here so that you can explain what you've added. You can just put it in plain language. I added a septic tank to the component list. And it was installed in 2015. You have to have a note for every component that you want to add or change as part of your revision, so we can keep a good record of what your requested revision is. And don't forget to hit save, and that's how you add a component. One way to ensure that your requested revision gets due consideration is to also send any documentation or pictures that you have for your project manager for each component. I don't want you removing components. I don't want you to delete a component. Otherwise, I won't have any record of the change and we might miss it. So in order to get a component off your funding plan, you just have to remove the funding recommendation and put a note asking that the component be removed. So let's say we want to remove these pole lights here. Gonna hit edit the component, toggle the funding to no, and remember everything that you change needs to have a note, so I'll put something like the county is responsible for replacement of the roads or replacement of the pole lights. Go ahead and hit save. Great, now we've seen how to add components, we've seen how to remove components. Let me talk to you about how to edit a component. Again, I want you to hit that pencil icon. And just going from left to right, we have a number designator. Please don't change that. We use that in our updates, and we use those numbers to track your costs and our construction data. So even if you change them on here, when the report gets published, they're all going back to the numbers that we originally gave you. I've already talked about how to toggle between funding recommendation. The next column is your component name. It's pretty common, actually, that clients are going to change the name to fit what the component is generally referred to around the community. No problem, just change the name. Put it in the notes as name changed from, let's say, trash gates to dumpster enclosure. Our next column is the quantity. If you think the quantity or the measurement is incorrect, go ahead and put the correct quantity down here and make sure you make a note. And next things you can change is the useful life. If you want to change your useful life, you should definitely have some kind of documentation. Warranty or guarantee from the manufacturer, a qualified inspection from a construction professional or engineering or architectural assessment, and definitely something in writing. If you wanted to change the remaining useful life, maybe this didn't actually get installed 5 years ago. Maybe it only got installed 3 years ago. So I can easily change this from 20 to, 22. Make sure you just input those notes and make sure you provide documentation. Same with costs. Put in the cost you're requesting, make a note, provide documentation for the project manager. Don't forget to hit save. Now, if you want to make changes to the financial plan, the best way to do it is just request another information form from your project manager, and they'll send you a blank one. You can fill it out. You can also make changes in UPlanIt itself. So I'll go up here to the Control Panel tab. There's no place to put notes, so make sure you bring any changes you make to the attention of your project manager and whatever, an email, separate correspondence. Again, you got to provide that documentation. When you're done here and UPlanIt, just notify your project manager so they can start reviewing your requested changes. That is really all it takes to create a revision. When you're done, go ahead and save the changes. And this keeps everything well documented and organized in the community. You can keep a good record. And that's pretty much it. So that's what it takes to make a revision. Make your changes. This is how we make the present less stressful and the future more secure. I hope you guys have a great day.